And I'm live. Yep, I am definitely live right now. So let's just fucking get to this. Bro, what the fuck am I? Yeah, no, this was not what I anticipated, but let's just share this and this. Yeah, the first stream was removed. Let's just say that didn't end well. There's gonna be some of, and by remove I removed it myself, and this should fix it. Yeah, there we go. Back to the stream. Yo, cool guy or Gordito, bro, you should like fix your name. Either call yourself cool guy or Gordito. You can't name. By the way, you guys can hear me, right? Let me just check my. Hello? Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, I can. Yeah, so you guys can hear me. Okay, copy this, go here, paste it here. Not gonna ping everyone, but maybe, or maybe not. Who knows? The fuck you mean you can't hear me? Wait, for real you call? So you can't actually hear me? Come on, man. Hello? Testing. 1 2 3. Bro, what the fuck? I can hear myself. Why the fuck can't you hear me? Not really. There are two types of name. There's username and then there is display name. Your username is cool guy. Your display name, however, is whatever you like type it. Oh, so you're being sarcastic, I guess. Who the fuck? Man, fuck you, Anthony. Can't even fucking like tag this motherfucker without doing this. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about fucking Invincible because, like, damn. Wait, what if I just ping everyone? Let's see if DripSauce allows that or not. Either this is going to get deleted or not. Bruh. The fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Did you... Bro, do not fucking send that shit again. Participants. Participants. Okay. Okay. Go to scans. Yo. Okay, what the fuck should I call you, bro? Lud Saga. I'm just gonna call you Lud. Is that fine? I'm just gonna call you Lud, man. Or Lud. Yeah, that's much better. the fuck do you mean I'm 3 seconds ahead? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is one of the dumbest fucking feats there is. A lot of people just fucking use it out of at face fucking value. Like, okay, if we agree that this is like you know, if we actually move the planet within a day, so sure, it's large planetary. The fact that it's added out of fucking spite is just fucking hilarious. Yeah, about that. I should start fucking streaming on Twitch. Like, what the fuck? I should be getting more views there for if I like stream Among Us or something, because that's the best I can fucking like. Yeah, then I guess either my fucking internet is faster than yours. Like, yeah, that's the only fucking explanation, bro. Minecraft and streamers will just make one. Bro, what the fuck? Let me actually try something. How do you? Oh yeah. Let's go here, here, and then.
Here. So, can you all tell how do I fucking sound now? Cause like this is my new fucking mic. For some reason, it comes with its own voice changer. Yeah, currently I'm fucking change my fucking voice. Bruh, that shit is fucking natural. You can't just fucking let me just change my mic back. Bruh, I'm actually fucking glad that at least 6 people are watching, but yeah. Let me hear myself for a real. Hello, testing. Holy shit, I sound like a fucking AI. What the fuck? Nah, really. Do I actually sound like a fucking AI? Uh, I should really install a fucking plugin that filters all of this shit. I know, bro. I sound like a fucking AI. Yeah. Yeah, let me just change my mic back because this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, there we go. Bro, what the fuck? Okay, he deleted it. Like, why the fuck? You ain't fooling anyone, MF. Yeah, I have typed MF so many times that I'm saying MF instead of the actual thing. Forgot to add anyone, but yeah. You think you're like so sort of. Revhan. The fuck's a Revhan? The fuck? Yeah, here you go. Fine. Not gonna lie, the stream without others just is fucking terrible. Aren't I right, bro? Should I just fucking play Among Us at this fucking point? Let me just actually share something because it's another fucking feat I want to talk about. The fuck did it go? Weakness animation extra, like fucking bullshit. Didn't find it. I'm not gonna fucking send it anymore. Bro, you're just fucking spamming. The fuck you mean? Fix my mic. So yeah, anyway, back to the actually let's talk about the topic of this fucking stream. The invincible skilling is fucking out of hand. So like I redid the planet Viltrum calculation again. Yeah, I know. You don't need to fucking calculate bullshit when there's fucking context and just shown at face fucking value. The point is, recalculating that feed was terrible because it's back to being planetary, not barely large planetary or baseline fucking planetary, but just fucking planetary. That's it. The more you fucking start calculating bullshit, the more you realize it's fucking ass. So if you like don't know, I'm just let it just fucking send here. If you don't fucking know, this bullshit is almost 30 times bigger than this moon. Now I don't know if these are actually fucking moons or planets that are just far away, because that was my old name. I don't know who the fuck called me Devi, I forgot, but basically that was my old name. That's what I was used. A lot of people called me back then. Anyway, back to the fucking point. This planet is about 30 times bigger than this one. If we assume this is just a moon of this planet and just use some simple size measurement and bullshit, then this will be like fucking 30 times bigger. So we got a planet that is 30 times bigger than our fucking moon. Of course, we're assuming that this one is as big as our moon. For all, you can also use this one, which is the smallest fucking one, but that will be wanking the fuck out of this fucking feat, because you can also just use this one, which is the biggest fucking moon, and you assume that this one is as big as ours. But the point is, if you use this one, the feed becomes barely planetary. If you use this one, it becomes baseline planetary, and if you use this one, it becomes barely large planetary. Like, yeah. Of course, that's the thing, that if we assume that those are not fucking moons and simply are fucking planets that are really, really far away, then yeah. Then we can just assume that this is just a planet that's as big as our Earth, but just a little bit denser, considering it has a gravity of 1.25 times more than ours, which will just make the feet small planetary. Nah. Who the fuck is this, bro? The fuck did he even say? Bro, Mijano inviato I. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, that's the fucking point. If we just simply go with the idea that the planet give with the given information of the planet, then the planet could just be fucking smaller than our Earth, and again, a little more denser than our Earth. Yo, Celestial, how are you, bro? Yeah, we are not fucking advertising that bullshit, so get the fuck out of here. However, I'm gonna do this. I'm good, bro. Technically, they can if you just fucking ignore every fucking thing and just simply assume that the solar disk was actually as big as the sun, then you can get that feat to fucking dwarf star level. Which, unironically, if we went the fuck out of invincible characters like that, we can do the same thing for fucking Dragon Ball characters and even characters like what was his name again? I forgot. Even the DCAMU Superman and other characters, they can just easily become star level characters if we ignore fucking context. The problem with the the solar disk feat is that it doesn't necessarily has to be as big as a star. It can just be as big as a planet to achieve this stuff. Like, yeah, we're not fucking gonna use all of that just to mess our head around with it. A lot of people still don't understand why do they use this, like why do they use the solar disk to upscale in the Viltrumites. But I think they forget, they don't like they didn't read the comic or stuff, because within the comic Thaddeus states that we now have a list of weapons and beings that can hurt a Viltrumite. This implies that the cannon, where did it go? Yeah, this cannon is not doing shit to a Viltrumite. A lot of people will argue that Viltrumite can just evade it. They don't necessarily have to, to be fucking hit by it. But the thing is, Thaddeus is stating that we now have a list of weapons and beings that can hurt a Viltrumite. So what this means is that the cannon does indeed scale below the Viltrumites, because it's in context to hurting the Viltrumite, not dodging or being able to target a Viltrumite. It's in context to hurting the Viltrumites. So yeah, this will upscale the Viltrumites. That bullshit can unironically can get into fucking like what? star level bullshit, but yeah, you have to like assume a lot of stuff, which doesn't fucking make sense at all. Pretty sure I had another thing to like explain. Where did I like? Yeah, here it is. As you can see, even a moon-sized disk will be able to like completely block the sunlight on a planet, but I used a planetary sized solar disk. Yes, I have seen Metatron versus Omni-Man animation. And before you ask, no, realistically, in terms of pure strength, like in pure physical strength, Metro Man can't even damage Omni-Man realistically. And in terms of speed, yeah, Metro Man is absolutely blitzing the fuck out of Omni-Man. There's no denying that. It's like one has greater speed, the other has greater strength. It's simple as that. Metro Man is faster, Omni-Man is stronger. Goku saved the Earth, you see. You got special privileges, haven't you? That's the first time I've ever seen that. King Yama. King Yama, it's been ages. What is it? I mean, yeah, if you put it like that, yeah, it does. He does have special treatment. But pretty sure these two are in context to giving him the body when he was dead. This is completely different. This is not part of the special treatment bullshit. I didn't read this, but for cool guy, no, I don't think that or OG Master Roshi was Dwarf Star level. There's just nothing that proves that. Even if the statement you are referring to from the Spanish, whatever it's called, I think. What the fuck was it called, bro? I forgot the Spanish version of the guidebook. But even if you use that, you don't necessarily need star levels of power to power up a sun. You can just have planetary or large planetary levels of power to power up the sun. Yeah, like you can just need minimum energy of that. That's because the reason I'm calling Metro Man weaker is simply because he doesn't have any feats to like upscale from multi-continental. Yeah, the large star level bullshit. Can you like provide evidence to that, bro? Metro Man realistically should be a baseline fucking moon level, but he's not getting past that level, and that's I'm being generous on that. Not really. That's assuming Star Master Roshi like actually vaporized the moon. But we actually see within the anime that he didn't vaporize it, but pulverized it. Like turned the moon to dust rather than vapor. So vaporizing the moon is dwarf star level, but he didn't vaporize the moon, he just simply pulverized it. Man, I really need to get back to fucking drawing because I used to draw like really good. Now I'm just fucking ass at it. By the way, what did you mean by... Oh yeah, never mind. Talking about Master Roshi, I forgot I actually have to like make a video on like get some fucking scaling for Jiraiya, because my next video is about Jiraiya versus Master Roshi. This will be my next fucking video. Jiraiya versus Roshi. I mean, Master Roshi will fucking one-shot the F out of Jiraiya, but I'm going to rather talk about abilities and shit like how Master Roshi can counter them and stuff, rather than just pure power and bullshit. Not really. Let me just show you the calculation. This is my version of the calculation, so if you don't like agree to this, I don't bothered by it. It's your opinion to use whatever calculation you want, but at least use a calculation that does use everything to give you a fucking conclusion about it. So which one is... yeah, this is the vaporized version. Oh yeah, all of these are vaporized versions, and you can see that it's at best large planetary, 19 eurotons of TNT. Of course, speed also matters. If you like actually read what I said here, let me just share it in the... yeah. So I said this is the feed and algorithm by 3 levels of speed. Speed of light, which Kamehameha usually travels at back in the OG Dragon Ball. There was a statement about this. I'm still finding that, so might wanna look into that later again. Then there is the 12-second subrelativistics, at which I watched the video and had to like count frame by frame to get this. Then there is 81 seconds, which is because of this. This is where Master Roshi like fought Krillin, and they did all of that stuff, like all of this movement and distance traveled and bullshit within fucking 81 seconds and this is why I use that speed as well. So for using light speed, you can get the calculation to draw star level, which is about 791 ronatons of fucking TNT. That's like... that's the funny thing, I didn't. So like you can get even higher than that, but I don't think you necessarily need to do that. You can just like calculate the vaporization of the mass itself rather than accounting for stuff like that, because it's just the illumination rather than the actual energy. Then there is the 12-second speed calculation, which gets the feed to around 8.44 ronatons of TNT, which is large planetary. Mind you, this is still like hundreds of times higher than the Viltrumite feat. This is planet Viltrum's feet about 7.5 gigatons of TNT. And this is Master Roshi's blowing up the moon at the lowest end. Of course, we're assuming he vaporized it, which is almost fucking 3 times the output of the Viltrum feat. In other words, Master Roshi alone is more than enough to destroy planet Viltrum. It does. I'm not saying it doesn't need energy, but the illumination itself is not the energy of destruction or creation or whatever you want to say. In the destruction department, you like how Master Roshi destroyed the moon or Piccolo destroyed the moon, you just account for the destruction of the planet, the moon itself, rather than the illumination. What I'm trying to say is that destroying the moon is like the main requirement to get the result of the fucking feat. I'm stuttering a fucking a lot because I'm eating, so sorry about that. I mean the energy. Yeah, that's the minimum energy to like destroy the moon, but that's not completely vaporizing or pulverizing the moon. That's like just simply even moving the moon, like just a simple disperse of the moon requires to overcome its gravitational binding force, which again is 1.2 10 times whatever the fuck is that. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, that's the thing. That's just overcoming the no, not gravity, but rather gravitational binding energy. Gravity is something else when it comes to the entire thing. Yo, bro. Yeah, sorry about that. I was using a different fucking mic.
Yo. So what's up?
Nothing much, just talking about how pulverizing the moon and destroying the moon are not the same thing, like in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, vaporizing the moon doesn't just overcome the gravitational binding energy. It exudes even more energy to than that it's basically on the planetary basis. But moving the moon or destroying it does overcome the binding energy, but it's still not on the same sense as vaporization. That's a whole feat that basically surpasses everything in Invincible.
Yeah. Also, there is like the illumination part, which when Master Roshi but actually both Master Roshi and Piccolo destroyed the moon, it like fucking illuminated the entire fucking thing. So yeah, even that, which I don't account for in my calculation. My calculation is purely based on the destruction of the moon's mass. Like that's it, nothing else.
True.
So yeah.
Also, not to mention that Invincible characters hardly even get to planetary. Even if you want to argue that Planet Viltrum is special because it's extremely big, it still is a planet. If they can easily destroy planets, as it was mentioned multiple times in the show, then Viltrumites could have easily one Viltrumite could have easily destroyed the planet, but they can't. In fact, if they don't try to destroy a planet via chain reaction or via a huge amount of help, they die upon contact. And this is something that was even mentioned by Thaddeus himself. Just for context, Thaddeus, Mark, and Nolan aren't exactly your average Viltrumite. These are one of the strongest Viltrumites there is. Even if you want to say that Thrag is leagues above them, it still does not mean that he is planetary by any extension, because he himself would actually suffer the same consequences as well.
Yeah, that's like one of the major things. At the highest scaling, the feat of Planet Viltrum's destruction, I got that at best to about large planetary. That's of course accounting for the destabilization stuff. And the reason for that is because when I calculated the planet, it was around 8 times bigger than Earth, and in a diametrically. Okay, what the fuck am I even saying? The point is, it was around 8 times bigger than Earth, right? Overall. So that way, I simply just got the energy to the planet's gravitational binding energy. I got its gravitational binding energy, then divide that by fucking 50% because the planet was destabilized, and then divided that by 3 because 3 Viltrumites destroyed it. For all we know, the destabilization could be 80% or even 90%, because the destabilization was so great that it somehow affected the density of the planet. So that's why I don't think the planet Viltrum's destruction feat is that impressive.
Also, I mean, even if we take into account that Space Racer can destroy stars with his own gun, it still actually don't mean much if you think about it.
I mean, even if we consider that, again, like just you said, no one scales to the Infinity Ray.
Not even Space Racer himself, because the Space Ray is a special type of gun. It can even kill Viltrumites in one shot. In fact, most Viltrumites, even Thrag, is no exception.
Yeah, that's the fucking point. Like, no one scales to the Infinity Ray. Also, Gorgito, or cool guy, yes. Okay, bro, go to sleep. I'm not gonna fucking annoy you. Sorry for ignoring your message. But yeah, no one really scales to the Infinity Ray. Not even. The point is, a lot of people, instead of upscaling, they go downscaling within Invincible universe. They think that the Infinity Ray can destroy a star, yet somehow didn't destroy the planet Viltrum, which I used to do as well. But people forget that the density also matters. Like, even if the sun is like much bigger and requires a much higher energy than this, Earth to be destroyed, Earth is still much denser in a sense. It's still denser than the sun. So density also matters. So that's why I don't think Infinity Ray was able to destroy the planet Viltrum for that.
In my personal opinion, I think it depends also on destabilization, because destabilizing a star, which is basically a nuclear reactor, does actually destroy it instantaneously, unlike destroying a planet. Because destroying a planet and destabilizing its core doesn't necessarily blow it up. There's only one method for you to, like, scientifically speaking, like, blow it up. One is if you by destroying the core. One is if you inject enough energy into the core destabilizes and blows up the planet. Now, if you target the core specifically, like destroying the core specifically, the planet actually doesn't blow up. Instead, it collapses inwards.
Yeah, that's like.
Or if you remove the core, the planet also collapses inwards. But we can infer from what we see in Invincible that they don't just like destabilize the core; they also inject a huge amount of energy in it and then like pass through the core to detonate it completely.
Yeah, like.
Of course, we can infer something similar in the sun, because the sun is basically a nuclear reactor. Destabilizing the sun's core or the sun itself, it can destroy it instantaneously.
And for some reason, Infinity Ray doesn't even work like a normal ray. It's a special kind of fucking ray, because if you actually watch the show, not only does it destroy the sun and the planets, but if you actually watch it, when the Infinity Ray goes through a ship, a Viltrumite ship, right? And instead of destroying it outwards, it kind of destroys it the same way as a planet gets destroyed from the inwards, from like core to the outward. Yeah, it blows up from the inside. Now we can understand that it can overcome the sun's gravitational binding energy, or whatever we want to call it, but the fact that the Infinity Ray destroyed a ship which is like hollow, it doesn't have a core like planet or a sun, and yet it destroyed it from the within to the outwards. Yeah, it at least like makes sense that the Infinity Ray works completely differently. It's a special kind of.
And before anyone actually in the chat says that they targeted the ship's reactor or something like that, there is no evidence for that, and we can't infer it.
Pretty sure he wasn't even targeting the ship. He was targeting that Lucan, I think his name was Lucan. He was targeting that, him. So I don't think that would make sense at all to argue that he was targeting the reactor. And even then, you have to prove that he was actually doing that. Like, how the fuck did he knew that the reactor is exactly in that place? That would just make no sense.
Yeah. Unlike, of course, Dragon Ball characters, which are basically planetary from the very beginning. Let's actually put into perspective of what's going on here. Master Roshi, before some bot tells me that the Master Roshi hypnotized the people, so he made the moon disappear, that's actually not true. This is just a comic creator nonsense. About
that. The hypnotizing bullshit. They think that hypnotizing works somehow with Kamehameha. That doesn't make sense at all, because Master Roshi targeted the moon, not the people. And if you actually look at how the hypnotization technique works, there are completely different hand signs for that. Master Roshi used it I don't understand where the fuck do people get this idea from, but it doesn't make sense at all.
Just to be clear, let's actually put into reference of what's let's put into context what's actually going on here. This is mainly based on Piccolo hiding the moon, but I'll deal with that. But first of all, let's talk about Master Roshi. Master Roshi uses a technique on Goku, which is not even hypnotization. It's just a sleep test to put him into sleep, and he's the only target of it. If truly Master Roshi hypnotized all the audience in the arena and the entire world, then everyone would have gone to sleep. But that's not true, and it never happened. Second, the second time that hypnotization even happened, the actual hypnotization, is when Master Roshi hypnotized Wolfman to think that Krillin's head is the moon. Now, ask yourself this, why would he need Krillin's head? Can't he just make the moon appear again? Also, keep in mind, there is also Kami. Kami says that he restored the moon. Why would Kami restore a moon if it truly is not gone? Are you telling me that Kami cannot see through Master Roshi's illusion? Especially since Kami at the time is considered the strongest martial artist and basically the god of Earth. He literally said that he wants the moon to be restored, so he removes Goku's tail. So he restores the actual moon. The moon is restored. The illusion was not taken away. The moon is actually restored, and everyone knows that the moon has been destroyed. Then there is the DBZ Kakarot thing. First of all, the DBZ Kakarot guide actually is very unreliable, considering also that there's like many people there's an interview where it was actually mentioned that the guide itself, that the movie, the game itself has many things that actually were made by the staff themselves to fill in the gaps, and these things should not be, and not all the things that were made by the staff should be considered canon. So there is no actual evidence that it is actually even made by Akira Toriyama himself. The guide about the moon being hidden and such.
Yeah, I mean, you can easily debunk that just showing the context and plot from the anime, because the moon wasn't on like there when the second time it was destroyed. It was a huge plot point for the Saiyan saga because they needed to use the moon to become Ozaru's, right? You can just show them that, like just show them the context and the plot itself to debunk the entire bullshit about hypnotizing everyone.
Yeah.
Like even if we, yeah, even about that, even if we just fucking assume he did that, Vegeta and about his conquest, Vegeta and Nappa were not present at the time when Piccolo destroyed the fucking moon or just put everyone into fucking hypnotization. So that argument doesn't even make fucking sense at all.
Also, keep in mind, the argument of that it being an illusion is something that only appeared like in the recent years. Then there's some people who think because of an animation error that happened in episode number 21 of Dragon Ball Z that showed the moon when Nappa and Vegeta arrives on Earth.
Can you like, sorry for this, can you like wait a moment? My mother's calling.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. There's actually
Yeah, so I'm back. Sorry about the delay.
No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So yeah, as I was saying, even if the thing is, as I just provided in the scan in the chat, the thing is there is actually no evidence that proves that the moon has been hidden by Piccolo, since there's a lot of things that were made by the staff themselves and not actually necessarily the people, Akira Toriyama himself, considering that Kakarot actually does have a lot of additional content made by Akira Toriyama. So we can infer that. Just to be clear, first of all, let's actually understand the timeline. Episode number 21, we can infer the error is an animation error that shows the moon when Nappa and Vegeta arrives. Why can we infer that? Two things. Because Akira Toriyama himself in 2013 tells us that the moon has been destroyed. Not just in an interview, but also in the Daizenshu, which happened way before that interview, tells us that the moon has been destroyed by Piccolo and Master Roshi. So we have an actual idea for the timeline now. So we can infer that this is an animation error. Then later on, the guidebook of Kakarot comes out and says it's an illusion. But the guidebook of Kakarot can be also inferred to be false, because even the game Kakarot itself completely denies that. Why? Two reasons. One, Piccolo says that he does destroy the moon and got rid of it, both anime, manga, and even the game. That's number one. Number two, King Kai, which basically is a high-level god, can actually see through these illusions and says that the moon has been destroyed. Number three, Piccolo dies. The moon does not come back. Now, how do I know that the moon is illusion would be actually similar to the Dragonballz spell? Two things. First of all, the moon, the Dragonball is a sustained spell that actually needs the caster to be alive. The moon's illusion should be something similar. Why? Because it's not a creation magic that stays even after the user is dead. And two, it's not a healing type spell that actually does remain in effect even after the user is dead. Because we don't see people bursting into injuries after a Namekian healer dies. So premise one, the Dragonball are a sustained type spell. Premise two, the illusion is not a creation or a healing magic type spell, so it must be a sustained type spell. And so therefore the premise three, the illusion is similar to a Dragonball sustained type spell. Therefore the conclusion is it's a sustained type spell that needs the user to be alive. More than that, the moon never actually appears back ever since Piccolo dies. Even more, so we can infer that this entire guide is actually wrong and false, and is only made by the staff. And also, we can ignore all of that. Akira Toriyama himself is the one who actually said that the moon has been destroyed twice. Unless you want to say that Akira Toriyama is lying.
I mean, yeah. Actually, if you look at the statement,
we have to think about it from an inference point of view. Why would Akira Toriyama wait like 20 plus years to tell us that it's an illusion? It makes no sense.
Actually, if you look at the statement itself, it says, much like his father Goku, Gohan is capable of transforming into a great ape upon viewing a full moon. Similar to how Master Roshi destroyed a moon when Goku transformed, Piccolo destroys the moon when Gohan transforms. Or so it seems. This statement doesn't even fucking make sense. It feels like someone tried to say, fun fact, that wasn't the case, but was fucking wrong about it. Like, this statement doesn't make sense at all. Genuinely fucking doesn't make sense at all.
I also want to contextualize something here, but I can't find the scan. It's a scan in regards to Majin Buu. Apparently, they think that he destroyed and targeted the core of the planet. But where is it? Hold on a moment. Let me just search for it. You can talk for now. Also, one more thing, in regarding to destabilizing cores, the moon doesn't have an active core, so what the hell are they destabilizing here? It makes no sense.
I don't know, bro. They just saying random shit. I'm pretty sure the core bullshit they got, that they always target the core, was from Frieza's statement that he, targeted the core, which doesn't even fucking make sense.
Yeah,
because Right after he
Yeah,
says
yeah,
that, he says that he must have used in less power than he should have. Like he admits himself that
yeah,
he must have used less power than he should have to destroy the Namek.
yeah. Also, on that note as well, what was I about to say? He clearly said that he targeted the core specifically. He said, "You may have escaped the instantaneous destruction of the planet, but its precious core has been completely eviscerated or destroyed." So why the hell would he actually lie about that? Especially since Frieza has a history of destroying planets, so we should know that he is actually reliable in these things.
Yeah, that's the main point because he contextualizes the uh, instant of how the planet didn't get destroyed. First, he explains that he must have used less power. Then he also says that you may have survived the instantaneous, like you said, the destruction of the planet, but the core has completely been destroyed. And after destruction, yeah, like he won't be able to survive. And even that,
Reason.
what the fuck just happened? I got like disconnected. Anyway, the point is, as I was saying, the core doesn't even make fucking any sense because Frieza can just fucking destroy the planet anytime he wants to. He simply wasn't able to because he didn't thought that he would need that much power to destroy the planet.
And also by his own admission, he said that.
Yeah, he said that himself.
Hold on a moment. Let me just find the scan for a bit. I have it in Japanese, so yeah, you're gonna have to. People are gonna have to like have it if they want. I'm just gonna tell them like a general description of what it actually says. Just, hold on. You can keep talking for now.
I mean, you can take your time and find the scan, and literally no one is on the stream right now.
Where is it? Okay, I found it.
Also, what the fuck are these guys talking about within Snake Way? Are they still on that Goku's body special bullshit?
What do you mean?
I mean, I said twice to them that the body part being special of Goku's body, being special, was only when, he was dead after the Saiyan Saga. Sorry, I think, no, sorry.
Yeah.
When the first time he died. It was only special when he died, he got that body to train with King Kai and stuff. After that, his body wasn't so fucking special. He just gets specially treated whenever he dies. That doesn't mean his physical, when he's alive, his body is special.
Yeah, but he does have permission to go to the afterlife, which is under normal circumstances is not possible.
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I'm not arguing for if he does have or does not have permission. I'm just saying that his special body condition only works when he's dead. Like the body he gets after he dies. His actual body doesn't have that, special treatment.
Of course. Yeah, of course. This is actually something we all agree on. Not to mention, it's something that's already been contextualized already in the... What was its name? Yeah, in the anime.
Then why the fuck are these guys still talking about that?
You're asking me?
No, I'm just saying, like in general, why this Yosu? Sorry.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yosha guy.
Yeah, I know, but this is the thing. People are still gonna talk about shit even if they have been debunked a long time ago. Like, come on. I mean, keep in mind, there are people that exist like JJ and comic creator. Even if they actually are proven wrong, they're still gonna actually go ahead and do things. Just to be clear, Invincible fans are like the biggest example of this. Even if they are wrong, they're still gonna actually come out and say some random bullshit that doesn't make sense.
I can
Share
understand.
somewhere.
I mean, there are people who like fucking scale Goku to out reversal. Sorry, Kid Goku to fucking out reversal. Then there you have Invincible fans who scale Omni-Man and bullshit to out reversal. Those I understand
Where the
because
hell is this?
those I understand. Like they are fucking better at debating and stuff. So that makes sense that they can argue those stuff. But normal community of the fucking Invincible, that doesn't make sense. They should know that destroying a planet will need to have planetary powers. If the planet is destabilized, weakened, then you don't scale to its overall destructive capability and stuff. Sorry, the planet's gravitational binding energy.
But here's the thing also in the end of the day. Just because you can like argue better and you have better rhetoric does not mean necessarily that you are correct. I mean, Zeta thinks that the Dragon Ball universe is not infinite. I don't agree with him, but that's Zeta, to be honest. He's better at me than debating. And I debated him on that because technically Cookie basically like kind of trapped me in a debate in a PC with him at 5 a.m. no less. Which I told myself that I got hacked because I was added to a group with him, and considering my history with people in Noblesse, I think you get the point.
Like, yeah, no, and even I think at this point the Invincible fans may be even more fucking retarded than JJK fans.
That's honestly that's an achievement. JJK fans, I don't mess with them. These guys created a whole curse language just to curse an author. I don't fuck with these people, man.
It was first My Hero Academia community that was the most diabolical community. Then we got JJK and now fucking Invincible. What's next? Fucking One Punch Man, because they are, I know they are fucking retarded, but they were not on this level of retardedism.
One Punch Man stands I can actually like handle. I can actually somehow like get behind to an extent, but this is going too far.
I mean,
also on that note,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm surprised that people still have the audacity to say we Dragon Ball fans are actually toxic. I think that like justifies the toxicity that they have been doing.
I mean, to be honest with you, if we like rank every toxic community, Dragon Ball does come up in top 10 toxic communities. I'm not gonna deny that, but
yeah, I'm not gonna deny it either.
But the thing is, most of the Dragon Ball fans are toxic towards people who are toxic themselves. Like they first are being toxic to others.
I mean, I myself don't go around trying to instigate people on power scaling shit because I honestly don't really care that much about power scaling. I mostly care just about the integrity of the story and the guidebooks. That's all. A concern right now, because right now it got so people hate power scaling. Like, see, here's the thing: if you hate power scaling, that's fine. Nobody's arguing with you. But if you hate power scaling to the point that you have to like change the story itself, this is actually where we have to draw the line. Power scaling is supposed to be fun, not fucking changing the entire story.
It's very also important.
Shh.
That's not even like the surface of hating. Some people genuinely like will go out of their way to dox you if you don't agree with their stance. Like
Zeta and his stand.
I don't know about Zeta.
Zeta.
I don't know about Zeta, but there are people within his server that actually will fucking dox you.
Yeah. I mean, no hate on Zeta or anything. Actually, no, I think I have to hate Zeta. But the thing is that just because you don't agree with someone doesn't mean you have to dox them. I mean, technically, I've gone through this whole doxing shit before, but honestly, I don't care about it anymore because I realized these guys are just wasting their time trying to dox me. Like, what are they gonna gain? I'm literally someone that has no social security numbers or bank account or whatever shit. What do they gain by doxing me? And even the address he pulled is actually wrong.
I mean, doxing is one thing, but going out of your way to fucking blackmail people because they don't agree with your fucking takes is fucking diabolic.
It is.
To be honest with you, I'm not afraid of being doxxed because what the fuck are they going to do? Come at my fucking location? Like, I'm genuinely not fucking afraid of being doxxed. Heck, I have like multiple times have revealed my IP address like willingly, and I still have yet to see anyone doing shit about it. So like, yeah, I'm not afraid of being doxxed, but doxing someone simply because they don't agree with your takes is just fucking wild.
Stupid, honestly.
So Dark Shuriken said that the Buu scaling of current Majin Buu is wrong. I'm just gonna ask him.
The what?
No, he's just saying that he rewatched the anime, and now in the Buu saga specifically, you know, the time chamber fight, he thinks that he's convinced that the whole current scaling of Majin Buu is just wrong.
Why does he think that? I don't understand.
I'm gonna ask him.
And also, which fight specifically is he talking about? I'm still looking for the scan because it's all in Japanese and I kind of lost it.
I think he's referring to Gotenks versus Super Buu within the time chamber.
Ah, that. Why does he think it's wrong?
I just asked him. Let's see if he responds. Bro, Gremlin is fucking banned again somehow.
Banned from the Discord server or banned from your channel?
Discord's Otherworld, this server.
I mean, technically it's his fault. He pissed off Zeno. And Zeno is actually the owner of the Otherworld.
I mean,
Or co-owner. I'm not
Zeno bans a lot of people for no reason.
I mean, I'm just here for in Otherworld because I think it's a server where people of Dragon Ball like appreciate it. Not to mention it's a place where I can get certain scans and such.
The only reason I'm in this server is because one, the friends like this is the first server I joined when I got into power scaling, and second, I made a lot of friends in this server. So like, yeah, I'm in this server for only for that purpose. Otherwise, I'm starting to see that this server is being slowly, you know, being silent, quieted.
Well, yeah, falling into irrelevancy, to be honest. I'm not lying, like, I'm not saying this like as a disrespect or something like that, but I think it's starting to fall into irrelevancy. It's mostly because Drip no longer like does things or like he no longer like wants to do things.
I mean, yeah, even I sometimes just like want to relax and stuff, and the laziness just gets you down. But yeah.
I mean, it's not actually his fault. I think he's mostly just focusing on COD content for now because it's actually what gives him like more views and such aside from power scaling. But to be honest, I think power scaling have started to fall down like in the recent years. Most people like in like 2 years ago during the times of the pandemic or something like that would get like thousands of views. Now they barely get any.
Exactly.
there's actually like the special exceptions like Seth and people like that, but those like established themselves as power scalers like way early on.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dark Shuriken actually replied, and he says that it starts with the moment that Majin Buu hatches from the ball, his seeding ball. And he says that he is stronger than anything we already know of, like he stated to be that. Yet we see him fight Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta. I mean, if you actually rewatched the anime, I don't see how you got this wrong, bro. Not gonna lie. Fat Buu wasn't even like going all out against Majin Vegeta.
Oh yeah. Technically, Boo is like a special person with a special body. The thing is that how should we put it? He is not someone that you should like judge by just simply saying that he gets hurt by other people, because his body itself is actually susceptible to many things. His body, however, because it's susceptible to many things, it's just very indestructible. Oh, by the way, I found the scan. Let me send it now.
Bro, Dark Shuriken, I'm not trying to like, accuse you or saying anything about you. I'm just saying that your explanation kind of doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm saying, nothing else. Chidivel?
Oh, by the way, I found the scan. It's about the one where it says that. So I'm gonna read it in English right now. A technique where a massive spherical ball of ki is conjured above the palm and slammed directly into the ground. Due to the power of the ki, the magma deep underground expands and undergoes an explosion. With this technique, the earth was blown away without a single trace left behind. Frieza uses a similar technique as well. They're referring to the ball of ki that Kid Buu actually fired on Earth. But here, and think that this one refers to them destabilizing the core or something like that. But no, it doesn't. It just said that the magma deep underground expands and explodes, as in it like releases, as in magma is being released from underground. It doesn't refer to the core being destabilized or anything. In fact, they still actually attribute the destruction to the technique itself, not to the chain reaction. The magma expanding is just a result of the ki ball hitting the ground. They never even said it dug into the core or anything like that. Even in the anime, there is no evidence of that, by the way. Also, keep in mind, if you're still gonna have to appeal to science on how the core is being destroyed, you have to appeal all the way through, because scientifically speaking, a planet does not get eviscerated or like completely vaporized by a core being destroyed. Something like that never happens, and it's not shown in the series either. What we see is the planets being vaporized. Core destruction and destabilization, that even if we argue it does blow up the planet, it doesn't cause it to be vaporized. There is no evidence for that. If it did, they would actually say that they constantly do target the planet's core. The only time ever where a planet's core has actually been targeted is Frieza himself saying he targeted planet Namek, and it got destroyed over time. Frieza himself acknowledged that he held back way too much. So here's the thing, and he clearly said, you may have escaped the instantaneous destruction of the planet, but its precious core was destroyed. So clearly he's telling us that he could have destroyed the planet instantaneously, but instead targeted the core. So we know that targeting the core of something actually ends up in destroying the planet over time.
I mean,
so anyone who tries to argue otherwise just make a complete fallacy.
I mean, even then, if we like take everything into account of what they say, and in order to destroy the core of a planet, it still needs to overcome its gravitational binding energy to some extent. So they still will be considered planetary. Yet comic curator doesn't understand fucking that. He says that he has fucking PhD in fucking science and bullshit, yet he doesn't fucking understand this simple fact.
No, he doesn't. If he truly had a PhD in science and shit, why would the hell would he use AI? He would have like quoted actual reliable sources. Also, keep in mind, I asked the same AI a question, both ChatGPT and Gemini, and I actually posted it in my own channel. And it told me, no, you don't need to. Destroying the core does not overcome the gravitational binding energy of the entire planet. In fact, it results in a different type of explosion. And vaporizing a planet and destroying a core does not lead to the vaporization of the planet. So you see, he's just literally using AI, which can be easily manipulated, by the way, to get what the answer he wants.
I mean,
It
yeah.
doesn't take a genius from his life.
I mean, yeah, you do need to give context to the AI to give you a real explanation. Otherwise, it's just going to explain things based on its, information he's gathering from.
Yeah. And by the way, sorry. The question that I asked the AI, both Gemini and ChatGPT, is only one question. Does destroying the core of a planet overcome its gravitational binding energy, causing the planet to be vaporized? That's it. It told me no.
Exactly. Like, Comic Crit is like one of the biggest fucking retards I have seen. The fact that he's fucking in his 40s now is fucking diabolical.
50s.
Yeah.
50s. He's the last time we checked, he's basically 49. Now he's pushing 50.
No, he's actually in his 40s, not in his 50s.
Do you guys know something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's another method we can use to scale the average adult sane to planet levels.
What is it?
So it's in Resurrection F in Dragon Ball Super we see that Jaco says that the Galactic Patrol has mega missiles that can destroy Earth. Do you guys remember that?
Sorry, could you please repeat that? I didn't hear you quite well.
Yeah, in DBS Resurrection F, Jaco states that the Galactic Patrol will send a mega missile to destroy Earth after he sends a photograph of Goku and Frieza fighting. Do you guys remember that?
I don't remember it very well, but go ahead.
Yeah, so there is this mega missile that can destroy Earth, and it's stated that the average sane, the Galactic Patrol cannot compete against the average sane in power. So that means the average sane will be able to tank planetary level missiles, and also since durability is proportional to attack potency and destructive capacity in Dragon Ball, we can assert that the average sane can destroy a planet easily.
Yeah, it's actually quite possible. I mean, a good probable argument, because keep in mind, the Galactic Patrol, the whole reason that they avoid Saiyans in general and Frieza Force is because they lack the capabilities to even fight them. The whole reason even that Jaco goes to Earth in order to kill Goku, because that's actually the context of the Galactic Patrol manga, is because the Saiyan that is sent to Earth is a baby. It's even told to us in an interview by Akira Toriyama that the only way the Galactic Patrollers can even fight against Saiyans is for them to eliminate them murk them as infants. I can't say certain words because I don't want the stream to be taken down.
Yeah, pretty sure my
Yeah,
stream is going to get taken down anyway. Yeah, Universe, you go ahead. What were you saying? Because I was just pointing out the stream part.
Go try to see.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I got this to curate, and you know what he said? He said that so in that same statement it says that the extinction bomb doesn't work on the Saiyans as well.
Yeah, the extinction bomb fires or releases a pathogen virus that can erase all of humanity but doesn't affect Saiyans. Exactly,
and so we know that they're talking about weaponry when they're saying that the Galactic Patrol cannot match the Saiyans, an average adult Saiyan. They're also meaning, they're just not referencing the Galactic Patrol members, they're also referencing the weaponry. And so the weaponry can't match Saiyans. And so the curator is saying that the extinction bomb and the mega missile is just the same thing.
No,
He's
they're not.
justifying.
No,
Literally,
they're not.
No, the fuck it's
yeah, they're not.
What the fuck?
The animation shows that there's a mega missile that would impact Earth and that it would blow the entire thing up. But curator is saying that it's an anime trope that they show the Earth blowing up. Just like how something bad happening, they'll show the country or the house or something like that exploding. In a similar way, the Earth just blows up. It's just an anime trope.
Yeah, the correlation doesn't exist. If Jaco basically is threatening that the Earth is gonna be destroyed by the Galactic Patroller sending a missile, it's gonna happen. In fact, if it truly didn't happen, why the hell did Bulma panic? The thing is that when Jaco says something threatening like this, he actually means it because he couldn't care less if the Earth is destroyed or not. Unlike Goku and the others, the Earth is not his home. In fact, what do you think the first thing happened when he heard that the Frieza force is coming? He wanted to bail.
He was going to bail.
What kind of retarded argument is this? X, what is going on with this guy?
Like, I can imagine. Oh, 1 sec.
So yeah, the missile and the extinction bomb are different. In fact, we actually see the extinction bomb with Jaco in the form of an actual capsule when he arrives in the Galactic Patrolman manga that features him specifically as the protagonist. And he says that it can affect Saiyans, but not affect it can affect the Earthlings, but not affect the Saiyans. So this is really stupid.
Yeah, he's saying that the mega missile doesn't actually exist and it's just the extinction bomb that they're talking about. That's how stupid the curator is.
If it is the extinction bomb, I mean, if truly the extinction bomb is the same as the mega missile, they would have said so. But no, they don't. The extinction bomb is actually literally told to us that it is releases a pathogen. How can a pathogen destroy blow up the Earth? It doesn't. Like, bro, do you even read?
His excuse for literally everything is that it's metaphoric.
Please press.
How? How is that metaphoric?
Okay, wait. He said
How
it's all
is this
metaphoric, right? He said
Their
it's all
excluding
metaphoric.
is metaphoric.
Yeah. And we know that he appeals to Toriyama all the time on many fucking things. We can just show him the fucking statement about Toriyama not fucking with metaphorical things. I don't know what will he say then.
He does,
but yeah.
But Akira Toriyama doesn't do metaphorical stuff. In fact, he clearly said that instead of blathering on about useless things, I'd rather represent things through a visual, unless and if I have to say something, I only reinforce the scene. That's it.
I have to do now.
Like, yeah. Okay, bro, you can
I'll
do.
see you later.
See you later, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I can see you later, bro.
Yeah, like, exactly. If he's appealing to Toriyama all the time and is claiming that everything is fucking metaphorical, then we can just fucking show him Toriyama's own words fucking contradicting him. Like, yeah. And I'm gonna fucking bet. I'm gonna bet that he's going to use that Toriyama forgets a lot of things, so he must have forgotten things that he definitely would fucking say that.
Bro, he says that Toriyama has dementia. There is simply no evidence for that. Just because he thinks that because Toriyama has dementia, that means the things that he said don't apply, which is stupid.
Yeah, certain people forget a lot of things when they are working on a huge fucking project. So not only Toriyama having dementia makes sense, even if he does have that, that does not get his authority over Dragon Ball. Like, his word still fucking matters.
Because simply he didn't contradict himself later on, so him forgetting doesn't mean anything. Also, keep in mind one more thing. Akira Toriyama never suffered from dementia. he passed away, unfortunately, in 2024 from acute subdural hematoma. Acute subdural hematoma can cause dementia, but that requires a long-acting case. But acute subdural hematoma is a very fast-acting case in the sense that it has to be treated within 100 days. In fact, there was actually I think rumors saying that he was going to undergo surgery within that year, but he couldn't actually undergo surgery in that year specifically when he unfortunately passed away.
So Dark actually replied that he was not done with his explanation. He says that there are way too much to go into just 200 characters per message. Using the battle of Vegeta and Goku, we know they were relative to each other. Super Saiyan 4 is a 4 times multiplier of Super. Now, I don't think he meant Super Saiyan 4. He must have meant Super Saiyan 3. But the point is, he said it's a 4 times multiplier of Super Saiyan 2. This means that Fat Boo is at least minimum of 4 times stronger than Vegeta. This is incredibly important because it shows that a significantly weaker opponent was able to cause visible damage on a second. That's like I said before. First of all, Boo wasn't taking Majin Vegeta seriously at all. Second thing is that Majin Buu is more of a bubble rather than an actual,
he actually can get hurt by normal things. It's just that he is more like indestructible. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Second, you have to completely annihilate him. Second of all, Vegeta actually doesn't underestimate Majin Buu. He knows that Majin Buu is stronger than him. If you actually read carefully, he says, "You're going to hell with me." So he intends fully to die with. I can't say the D word in the stream, otherwise it would be taken down.
It's okay.
He's fully intending to murk himself along with Buu. That's the whole thing, because he knows that he's no match for Buu.
Yeah, and he also so his last message was that.
As for Goten.
Yeah, so his last message is that this makes it impossible to claim that Kid Buu is equal to Super Saiyan 3 Goku. To believe so and believe that there was no growth in the series would require one to believe that Fat Buu is stronger than Kid Buu, which isn't possible. I don't know who told you that Super Saiyan 3 is equal to Kid Buu, but that's not the case at all.
Especially since the series itself actually tells you otherwise. In fact, Super Saiyan 3 Goku actually does fight Kid Buu, and Kid Buu literally is toying with him. So he's stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, heck, Super Saiyan 3 fought also Fat Buu as well. And we know that he was absolutely shitting on Fat Buu. Heck, Piccolo even stated, and Goku himself admitted, that he can actually destroy Fat Buu. He can actually do it, but he didn't. He decided to not to do it because it's not his place to defend Earth. Yeah. Because he's already dead.
Also, keep in mind. Also, even if he did, it would actually be a battle of attrition. Goku would need to use all the time he has in the world in one big attack to actually finish him off. The problem is that he can't stay there for. The problem is that Goku cannot stay in the living world for a long time, and he still has to teach the others fusion.
Yeah.
Otherwise, more problems are gonna come out. And also keep in mind, if Goku wasn't revived in the arc via Dragonballz. He was revived by the Elder Kai himself, giving his own life force to Goku. So it was all a coincidence. If Goku actually killed Buu here, he would remain dead, and Vegeta would remain dead, and no one would actually revive them.
Yeah,
And Vegeta will not get revived by the Dragon Balls of Earth, since the Dragon Balls of Earth only revive someone once.
Yeah,
Goku also cannot be revived by Earth Dragon Balls.
Yeah, they had to use Namekian's Dragon Ball in order to revive Goku. And though I think this was a retcon.
Or in order to revive the entire Earth.
Now I remember. I think it got retconned that you can be revived twice by the Shenron, because within the Cell Saga, Gohan did try to bring, Goku back, and he just simply denied.
No. It didn't get retconned. In fact, in the Cell Saga, they actually forgot to let Dende know that they can, to make it that someone can be revived more than once. And when Dende reactivated the dragon, it still is that they can only be revived once and only once. In fact, in the Cell Saga, they tried to even contact the Namekians to ask them to revive Goku, but Goku refused.
And then I must have misremembered. But the point is that you know, without Elder Kai sacrificing himself and stuff, none of that shit would have happened. And even then, no one actually thinks that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is equal or stronger than Kid Buu. However, a lot of people do
Kid
make
Buu,
a Kid Buu. Kid Buu. A lot of people do make the mistake and believe that Kid Buu is the weakest version of Buu, if not counting Fat Buu, of course. Like, that's just blatantly wrong. Kid Buu is blatantly the strongest version of Buu. Now, in the manga, it is arguable that he's not, but even then, there are a lot of hints and statements that show you that Kid Buu, even within the manga, is the strongest Buu.
Honestly, if I'm being fair,
if
I'm being fair, I honestly don't care much. If I'm being fair, I actually don't care much about this whole debate about who the strongest Buu is, because mostly it's between Buhan and the Kid Buu. You can make an argument for either, and both are correct and valid. But honestly, I don't care because it becomes repetitive, and really, I have no interest in it.
No, that's
I
true.
mainly
That's
lean
true.
towards Kid Buu.
I know that's true. Now, usually it was Buhan versus Kid Buu, but recently Super Buu has like came into the fucking discussion, and now a lot of people are comparing them to Super Buu. Like, yeah, this is just not fucking happening.
But what the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, Super Buu is basically the exact same Buu, but just absorbed the Fat Buu. And in fact, when the Fat Buu and the Evil Buu split apart, the Evil Buu took more power with him than the Fat Buu. And when he absorbed him, he became Super Buu. Therefore, he's basically the exact... In fact, Super Buu is Kid Buu, but with the evil personality more with the evil more prominent than the good.
That's the point, bro.
Again, I really don't care because... I really don't care because honestly it becomes more competitive. I lean more towards Kid Buu because there's actual parsimonious reasoning behind it. Just to be clear, Super Buu is basically Fat Buu because they are both the same person. There is no power boost that was actually taken because when Buu split into evil and good, the evil took over, and it's just that Super Buu became the evil persona that actually has a ruling over the good persona. But he still has a certain humanity within him. Kid Buu completely deletes that. He's basically as strong, if not stronger, and actually completely deletes all humanity and empathy within him.
Yeah.
As it stated that his emotions, basically his bad emotions are separate from, it stated that he got stronger. Even in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it stated that his energy kept increasing, even after Diffuser was gone.
Some people would argue it's only referring to the buff Buu, but honestly, again, I really don't want to talk about this because it's honestly a topic that is only a black hole topic that will make you go down and never end. I personally think that actually, you know what? Take Super Buu away. That's the only thing I disagree. Super Buu is not stronger than Kid Buu, and I'm willing to actually stand by that. But if you guys want to think that Buhan is stronger than Kid Buu or Kid Buu being stronger than Buhan, I personally lean more towards Kid Buu, but I'm not going to defend it and I don't care about it. But this whole topic, I really don't want to talk about it because it's stupid to me. And really just a waste of time. Either one can be correct and either one can be true. That's what I settled with.
Yeah, so Dark said that he's seen a lot of people say Super Saiyan 3 Goku is as strong as Kid Buu because they fought. Which, yeah, a lot of people do say that, and it fucking doesn't make any sense. Just because he was able to fight Kid Buu doesn't mean he was equal to him. When you add in the context that Kid Buu wasn't even taking them seriously at all. And back to the debate.
Even by Super Saiyan 3 Goku saying that he's not taking anybody serious, he's toying with us.
And going back to Buhan versus Kid Buu, you're right. This debate is up and down. Like, you can prove Buhan is stronger, you can prove Kid Buu is stronger. At the end of the day, you can just it doesn't really affect the scaling that much because the main scaling comes from Buhan's screaming. Now, if you think they're stronger or weaker, it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, it doesn't affect the scaling. Anyway, I also have to end the stream because it's actually fucking late here. So I'm gonna see you guys later. I actually have to go.
Yeah, we
right
could
now.
have actually like went ahead and went more on the scaling of planetary Dragon Ball and why it matters and why it actually is affecting the planet. But I think it's late now. So yeah, thanks a lot for having me, bro.
Yeah, sure, bro. Anyway, I have to go. So thanks for staying with channel and talking to me. Anyway,
Yeah.
see you guys.
Maybe next time we will have Tobel also join us early because I think it will be more interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, bye guys.
Yeah. I'll see you guys later.